Hello, my artists. We are starting our clay unit. And for our clay project, we are making clay bobbleheads. Now, we got to thank Mrs. K. She was an amazing teacher who taught Mr. Garrow how to do this project. So thank you, Mrs. K. These slides are updated and edited from her original project. All right, let's jump on in. On our agenda today, we're going to finish our introduction. We're going to look at some examples, and we're going to talk about some clay vocabulary you might hear me use during this project. Once that's all done, we're going to work on our bobblehead. My example right here is mine, Mr. Giro's little hippopotamus. Thought it was cute, loved playing around with the colors, a lot of fun to practice with. So here's some examples. We have a cow. It used two pieces, a bottom and a top. Both are pinch pots where we added to our artwork some horns, ears. We put details in by pressing, manipulating our clay. This here is a cute panda with some blue eyes. It's very cute. Little face, little ears, things that were added. On here, these ones are a little bit more challenging, is to do people. We have an astronaut with some astronaut details and an antenna for its helmet. We have a football player where we turn their headpiece into an actual helmet with a face guard. And our last friend right here is Harry Potter, the boy who lived, come to class. So, a lot of fun things we can do, and they're your choices. I'm showing you the hows, and you're choosing the whys. So in here, we have our clay vocabulary you're going to hear me use. When we use our clay to make artwork, it's making ceramics. And they become our ceramics by baking them in the oven. I'm not saying you can go bake them in your oven at home. It doesn't get hot enough. At home, my oven gets to 475 degrees. But we need it to get hotter. So my kiln, my special oven at school, bakes it upwards of 2,000 degrees. And when we bake our clay, it's called a fire. We need to fire our projects. The first time we fire it is a bisque fire, and that turns us from clay to our stone. After that, we can go ahead and paint and glaze our projects. And when we glaze our projects using special chemicals, it turns into this glass-like coating that covers our project. And we know that when we do 3D artwork, they're forms. So we're thinking about what kind of forms we're creating out of our clay. Now, this is a hand building technique. We're using our hands to build our projects. And we're doing pinch pots, small bowls that are made by pinching with our fingers. And we're adding stuff to it. When we add stuff to our clay, we need to score it. I'm not saying, yo, bobblehead, 10 points for being awesome. No, that's silly. When I say score, it means we're going to scratch the surfaces and join and attach the clay by using water or slip. It's a lot of water with a little bit of clay mixed into it to kind of glue the pieces together. So when they bake holding each other. Now we need to think, whatever we're making, what kind of texture are we going to show? Bumpy, lumpy, smooth, slimy. Your choice, your project. So for our plan today, you have your plan paper out in front of you. You have your first name, your last name, your grade, and table color. You're going to design your bobblehead and draw your choices. There's two parts, a top and a bottom, a headpiece and a body. You're going to take your design. You're going to get it all drawn on your paper, drawing nice and big, fill up the space so we can see all your details. And then you're going to color it. Once you're done coloring it, you're going to come show me, your teacher. Once you show your teacher, I'm going to get you marked off, and then you can continue working on a free draw, being inspired by bobbleheads, trying to create your work, or you can work on Play-Doh. So let's see what our example looks like. All right, I have my plan paper out here. I have my first name, last name, grade, table, color. Now I'm going to draw a head and a body. You can either have them separate or have them meet right where this line is. I think it would be really cool if I made a bobblehead look like an owl. So I am going to start with a nice big shape, have the bottom, get my tummy for my bird. I have wings. Now, these are just sketches, so you guys don't want to put too much detail, but enough so you understand what you're doing. On my headpiece, I'm going to have little ears for my owl, kind of like barn owls. Maybe I'll want to put some feathers on top with the clay. I don't know. I'm going to play around. Add my details, make sure it looks nice and good the way I want it to be. Once I have everything, I'm going to color it. Check with the teacher and understand I got 2 pieces. Once that's all done, I'm going to clean up, continue working on a free draw, or play with Play-Doh. All right, my artists, get creating.